Hi, I'm James, and today I'm taking a look at upgrading the Acer Aspire V13 laptop. First of all, we're going to start off by taking off the back of the machine. This is quite a simple task. If we just flip it over, and we can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. They're all uncovered. There's nothing too tricky on removing them. So first of all, we're just going to remove the SD card from the side here, just pull that out with a fingernail, and then we have the screws which we're going to take out. These are all identical, so we're just going to drop them into a little ramekin container at the top here just to keep them all in one place. There's no specific order to them, and they're all the same length and size and pitch. So we can just keep them all together there. They are recessed at different heights into the chassis, so some are a little easier to remove than others. It helps this screwdriver slightly magnetic just for lifting some of them out. This is just a small crosshead screwdriver. You don't need anything fancy for this. This is just from an iPhone repair kit. As we go through and remove the last of these. This particular model is the V3-371. So this is a Haswell Iris Pro system. Part of the reason I'm looking here to make some upgrades is that the memory configuration is unbalanced and it hurts the graphics performance compared to having two identical memory modules. Now that we've got all the screws removed, we just want to take a pry tool and just get in between the chassis. So starting in this corner, run the pry tool in just to release the plastic clips. And as we get those up, so now we've gone around the front and most of the side, we can just lift the panel. The one just down here by the HDMI port is sticking a little. And there we go. So that gets us into the laptop. Here we can see we have the two memory modules, a 2 gig module here and a 4 gig module on this side. We also have the SSD. In this system it's a 120 gig, so we could swap that out for a standard 2.5 inch SSD. That is quite easy to swap out. So what we have is on the side two small screws, and these just hold the SSD in place. The hinge obstructs the rear one slightly, but there is just enough room with the screwdriver to get into it. That removes it there, and the second towards the rear. Removing that releases the SSD. There are no screws on the other side, it's just clamped in lightly. Release the SATA connector there. On the other side, the memory removes quite simply with the two small clips. We can also, should we choose to, replace the wireless network card here, which is a 7265 NGW. I've got no reason to do that today. Other than that, there's not a great deal that can be replaced in the laptop. You've got the battery here, which is held in by a couple of screws and cables, but otherwise there's not much you're likely to want to change in terms of upgrades, but it is fairly easy to get in if you need to make repairs or replacements. Replacing the back of the laptop is very simple. The panel simply clips on, pressing down around the corners to make sure all the little plastic clips are attached, and then putting the screws back in to hold it all back together. Overall, it's very easy to get in here, and we hope this has been helpful, and check out the rest of our videos for more similar guides.